someone
So,
looks weak, then
let me throw something out here right quick,
Good.
because I just had a conversation about this earlier this afternoon today. When I say when I draw out like women, they say, you know, I don't need a man, but I want a man. I hear that constantly on every single one of these shows on Access Vegas. Exactly. And so people go, so what's the counter? The counter is pretty much what you said. Well, what do you want somebody to be, like your slave? Do you want them to need you? Do you want it to be some sort of form of codependency? No, that's not what it is. It's complementarity. Your weaknesses as a man are made up for the strengths of that woman, and vice versa. Your strengths as a man make up for her weaknesses. But what we've taught generations of women up to this point right now is that you don't need a man. You are this androgynous thing that doesn't need anything outside of yourself. You make your own damn money. You can provide provisioning, protection, and parental investment. You can have a kid on your own. You can have it all, girl. We have been saying that since the 1970s, since Betty Friedan and Gloria Steinem and militant feminism, all the way back there, and we're still talking about it today. Half the girls at this table wouldn't even be able to tell you where they heard that from, because it's been so endemic across 4 or 5 generations up to this point. When I say men need women and women need men, it's not just like, oh, well, we need them to build roads or anything. No, it's because we are complements to each other. We are better together than we are apart. Right. But when you say, why I don't need a man, I want a man, what that says to me is that you're just this androgynous thing that doesn't have any needs outside of yourself, and you're just this self-fulfilling entity. What guy wants to get with a woman who doesn't have any needs for him?
Does that sound like loyalty comes along with that? You don't need me. Oh, I should expect loyalty from that? Like, do you understand the problem? It's one of those situations.
But majority of men are not loyal. They're going to cheat and do their things. So
male and female loyalty is not the same at all. Like,
I got an older man that provides everything.
By sexual fidelity. A man shows loyalty by being willing to die to protect you in times of peril. That's
well,
the
how many
difference.
times does that really come, like, for us to know that happens?
But you need to be
We're
ready
not
for
sure.
it.
Like, you guys could act tough. You can put your chest
They-
out.
I
But how
think-
do we
I
really
think
know?
men
that
cycle
until
that every
it
day.
happens?
The point
when
is
they
that
pay for
How many times does that really happen?
Men show loyalty differently than women do. You show
But how many
loyalty by
times
not
do we
being a hoe.
know that? We know girls, like, okay,
But you
if
could
we
be a
fuck
hoe.
of somebody else,
But you
like,
could be a
yeah,
hoe.
you're wrong.
What do you mean?
Like the girl, like if a girl cheats,
Yeah, it's unacceptable.
Okay, but how many times does a guy really have the opportunity to show that they'll die for us and do all this shit?
I think every day they provide for you, they're showing you that.
Here's the thing.
I'm just saying, but every day guys are throwing dicks at us.
Look, we have a military.
So every day we're proving our point. But how many times am I gonna know you're really gonna die for me and do all this shit? I don't know that, because the chance, the percentage is very little to none.
Well, that's on you to pick the right guy that's willing to do that. But just like
also
we're
how you're
going to war every
advertising
single time,
yourself.
we're not going to war every time, but we still have a very strong military.
So
Why?
it's
Because it
up
needs to be
to
there.
us, the girls, that do more, honestly, to show
It sounds like
loyalty
you
than
better have a
guy.
lot of value added besides the pussy and everything else.
Yeah.
I already answered the question. Yes.
Anyway.